Bubba here, and I am playing World of Warcraft on live, and I'm going to be doing the Iron Horde Invasion questline for you guys. And basically, this is a questline for the start of Warlords of Draenor. They brought it out.
Well met.
But what they
Alliance
have done, which is actually pretty handy, is they have made it so that the quest rewards are really good for people that have literally just leveled to 90, which I have just done on this character.
What news from the front?
And that's because I'm still
This is
contemplating
war.
playing the warrior in
Must
Warlords of
not
Draenor.
fail. Never again.
And so I thought I'd level it up, see how I do. Basically, the first quest we have are to sabotage 3 demolishers. So those Iron Horde cannons are laying waste to our troops. I'm not sure how much more of this we can handle. Our forces are already spread too thin. There has to be a way to stop those war machines. Then we've got Attack of the Iron Horde, which is we received reports of Dark Portal turning red light before the attack. They call themselves the Iron Horde, yet they seem to have no affiliation with the Horde we know. Their army is extremely well equipped, and their numbers appear to be unending. They have already taken Netherguard Keep. Our troops on the front lines could use your help here. And that will have a ring, which I could desperately use. And the last one is peeking into the portal, and this is I sent Scout. I have no idea how to say that. To get a better look at the portal. She should have reported back by now what could be taking so long. She is one of my best scouts. I hope she is. Now, these cannon bits you can quite literally do on your mount. You don't have to get off. They'll just knock you back a bit, but everything is fine. So that's a really easy quest. However, you do have to kill these grunts. Anyway.
Need more raid. Isn't ready. I need to get closer.
So you may as well do that while you're
I can't do that. That isn't ready yet.
like I say, really easy quest line. It's literally for people that have just 90, or it's to introduce you to the start of Warlords, give you a little bit of the lore and the fact that the Iron Horde use the Dark Portal to bring their forces back, well, forward in time actually. And now they're gonna try and kill us all, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. So there's cannons, a few more grunts, and we'll find the telescope just at the top of the hill in front of us now. Not set up any macros or anything for this one. I've literally leveled to 90 yesterday. Been power leveling the last few days just to get to this. Thought, seeing as this guy has just turned 90, is really the ideal character to show you this quest line and just how easy it is. So I'll let you watch the cutscene here. I like how it's not that intimidating. Okay, so now all of these are ready to go and hand in, and I'll get my ring. So the item level of the gear you get will be 515, and as you can see I've got 482, so this gear really will help me out. I have gone to the Isle of
Speak with me.
Timeless Isle, even so, and got the gear I can get from there, so this is all good. Attacking the Iron Horde, good form, champion. I'm sure your presence on the field was inspiring to our troops.
Our enemies must
And
fall.
under siege, it will take the Iron Horde quite a while to get those demolishers operational again. Excellent work, Attila.
Walk with the light.
A new quest, Subvert Scouts. We have been unable to execute a vast majority of our battle plans. We are definitely being watched. The Iron Horde must have scouts planted throughout the Blaster Lands. Victory is slipping away from us.
Our
Killed by
enemies
scouts.
must fall.
So, very easy to press that on.
Light be with you.
Peeking into the portal for Pazza. This news is unsettling to say the least. The Iron Horde seems to have an unending supply of troops. Ending executions. We have arrived as soon as we could, but we are too late. Netherguard has fallen. The Iron Horde has taken a number of Netherguard warriors prisoner. No doubt they are trying to squeeze vital information out of our troops. I feel once they are done with their interrogation, they will not hesitate to execute their prisoners. Time is running out. Stop 3 executions. Scouts will fly, so. So it's not too hard. Only thing they do is they will jump behind you. Which makes it a little annoying, but nothing bad.
That ability isn't ready yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range.
So if you see me doing things with Warrior, I don't apologize. As I say, I'm new to it.
I need to get closer.
But definitely something I'm considering playing in World of Draenor. I've played a little bit on the beta as the Warrior, done a few raids and stuff, and I seem to be getting on with it pretty well actually. Which is why I'm basically trying to get it ready. Been doing a lot of garage runs recently to try and get the heirlooms. And that's been going well. They've changed it now, so the first time, if you haven't got a loom already, the first time on each level
stand?
with each character, you're guaranteed a drop. Which is annoying because I've got the same thing like 3 times on the same character now, but oh well. Subversive scouts. You killed how many scouts? No wonder we were unable to execute our plans.
Walk with the light.
5 massive. So the executions are all behind this line. They're usually in these little pod bits here.
Ability isn't ready. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
So I've got that one. There's one in the heart, and there should be one down here as well.
It's too far away. Not
Well, there is a few of them, so it's not too hard for you to get that.
Not ready yet. I need to get closer. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, well, this is already for turn in as well. So yeah, all the quests pretty easy. You kill them really quickly. You don't have to be overpowered to do it. It's not like I'm hitting very hard. I don't have good gear. Ending executions. The prisoners are shaken up, but they are free. Their families are in your debt.
Light bless you. How goes the fight?
Investigating the invasion. I'm going to lead a small squad behind enemy lines. Meet me by Dreadmore Warrior. From there, we can decide our next course of action.
Never again.
And this is literally just the other side of this mountain. It's all very close quarters, so you can literally do all these quests. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 10-15 minutes more of this, and then it's all completely done. Just checking, I really need some fell iron ore. I think that's in Hellfire.
Let us speak.
So it's time we learned more about our new enemy. Our scouts have identified a number of Iron Horde's lieutenants. Their attack is too organised to be tribal knowledge alone. Surely their lieutenants have access to secret battle plans. You are the only soldier I can trust with this mission.
This is
It's good,
war.
but trustworthy as fuck. For Neverguard. The Iron Horde controls Neverguard Keep, but they are fools if they think we will not return to claim our land. My best troops are more than eager to spill the blood of those savages, but we need a champion like yourself to lead the
We
charge.
must not fail.
Hey there.
Mementos of the Fallen. There were so many of them, the guards couldn't stop them, nobody could stop them. So many souls stripped of their bodies by those savages. We must not forget those that gave their lives to try and defend Novigrad. Please, if you find any mementos of the fallen, bring them back.
See you later.
So it's just a simple click and collect quest, that one. The other one you've got to kill a few sort of semi-bosses kind of thing for the level of this anyway. And the last one is literally just placing flags. So none of it's gonna put you out any great deal.
You can't do that yet. He isn't ready. Not ready yet. You can't do that yet.
That's the first item, the battle flags.
It's too far away. Ability isn't ready yet. I need to get closer.
So much game lag is ridiculous. See if we can sort out. I'm gonna dumb down the graphics and hopefully it'll sort out the lag. There we go.
You can't do that. Not ready yet.
So the first one is this mug, you find it on the table. Click and collect. I think this guy killed everyone for me. So the next one's in here, there's usually a few people here that you have to kill, but it's nothing
It's too far away.
that you should struggle with. Obviously, it's just two of these at once.
Isn't ready yet.
As you can see, they go down pretty quickly. I mean, I have to admit, I've given myself the heroic axe. So these are the flags you have to hit. There's so many people are doing these, the troops that are going to come aren't exactly going to have anything to do. The next place you want to go is inside the blacksmiths. Usually a couple here. Hopefully everyone's killing them for me, making it even quicker. Don't have to do anything.
It's too far away.
This guy drops bombs.
That ability isn't ready.
And gets 2k, it's not like it's
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
I do like a couple of things they've changed with the warrior. The first is with slam. The more you use it, you get this stat. First one increases the damage by 50%, but the cost of rage cost by 100. The second one increases its damage by 100% and the rage cost by 200%. It just means you've got to be more careful with your rotation, but honestly you can just sort of spam it as you always have done and it doesn't affect DPS. It doesn't end up costing too much. I mean, like, it's not a major change in rotation, but there's probably going to be points where you want to be slightly more careful with it. And then execute, the more rage you have, the harder it hits. And personally I love that change. See if we can. That one hit for 8 and I had, what, 30-ish rage. Let's see if we can,
That ability isn't ready yet.
Thunder Smash.
That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. It's not ready yet.
So it's not imperative you avoid that. It's not like it's
Do that. Not ready yet.
gonna hit for that hard.
That ability isn't ready.
There you go, more rage, and that one hit for 60. Okay, so double the amount. So that's quite good. Obviously, towards the end of the fight, you want to be hitting execute as much as you can, really. Whilst obviously keeping your rend and your maul strike and your Colossus smash, and making sure you can use execute after your Colossus smash to get the biggest damage, etc, etc. But if you can build up your rage with that as well, once you've got your Colossus smash, I think the hardest I've hit with my gear is 40,000 something. So once you've got, you know, some decent gear behind your character, then you're going to be hitting some big numbers towards the end. Mementos will fall on. Thank you, Attila. Those mementos will forever remind us of the day we lost so many of our loved ones.
For the Alliance.
Nice.
Come,
Buddy.
speak with me.
Were you able to gain any access to any battle plans? Why, yes. And a lovely neck
This
piece.
is war.
For Netherguard, the Iron Horde will learn to fear us as they should.
We must not fail.
If the battle plans you brought back were true, the Dreadmore Ogres are as much to blame for this devastation as the Iron Horde. It's time we send those ogres a message. It looks like the Iron Horde's main contact is Large Ogre and Dreadmore main Tooth Smash. Killing him will put a decent end to their battle plans. You get a quick
Never again.
death to Dreadmore. The stupidity of Dreadmore Ogres never ceases to amaze me. The Iron Horde is clearly using them to further their own virus agenda. I think that's right. Regardless, we must show the ogres what happens when you confront the Alliance. I think it's time we send the Dreadmore Ogres a message.
Our enemies must fall.
What can I do for you?
Enohar's, I don't know how you pronounce that, revenge. They killed my sister. Those beasts marched right through the front gates, and it was horrible. The Dreadmore Ogres stood beside them during the attack. They will suffer. Here, take this poison. Place a couple of drops in their rat stew. The poison will slowly eat away their insides, causing a prolonged and painful death, just like they deserve. Please, for the
Keep
sister.
your feet on the ground.
Well, I was brought up that retaliation was never the answer, but yeah, I get out of it. So, the quest items you get is a ring, a neck piece, a cloak, and a trinket. And I think this is pretty good drops to have. On the Isle, obviously, you do get ring, cape, and neck quite a bit, to be fair. But, you know, it just gives you that extra boost on bits of gear that aren't necessarily the biggest drops there. It tends to be more sort of legs and helmets and so on and so forth. So it's nice that you particularly get that trinket. I think is the biggest one, because you can be stuck with a 496 to get at the start, and then have, well, frankly, an awful one. I remember having the cogwheel one on my chain for a very long time, and I did this and it put my item level up something ridiculous, like 10 or so.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready. That ability
But
isn't
spam and slam, it doesn't really
ability isn't
kill this poison before the big guy comes back again. Okay, so now we just need to kill some ogres. They've got slightly more health than the Iron Horde guys killing. But yeah, it's just really. You still shouldn't struggle. If you do, then I suggest looking up some class guides. There's no real reason you should struggle, even with your poor character. And that's a good point actually. If you buy one of the new characters, which I have to admit I have done, I got the free one and then bought another one. Because I didn't want to spend all that time leveling. This is where you now learn all your abilities and stuff. So you won't get them all at the start, but you will get them, and it is through questing that you do, and basically it teaches you to learn about your characters, which is quite a good way of doing it. But I heard someone complain that they only had about 2 buttons to press.
How goes the fight?
But you do get them pretty quickly. Okay, so 2 Smash is dead. Good. I'm sure it will take the Iron Horde a while to find another ogre smart enough to help them with that.
Walk with the light.
It's important that our enemies understand what happens when you attack the Alliance. I'm glad you could be there to show
This
them.
is war.
The other thing is, if you just want to make money real quickly, you know, with a good geared character, you'll do all of this in about 10 minutes of sending them reading it that I probably haven't finished so far, but we are literally almost done. I wish I could have been there to see their faces as they suffer. I hope they all die a slow hunger.
Safe travels.
That's just horrible. Complete 35 quests in Blastlands. Questing God right here. So yeah, we were on 484, we're up to 496, and the trinket will take me over 500, so it's definitely worth doing this. And once you've got the 500, it's just a couple of bits of raid finder gear, and hopefully I'll get a normal Garish kill in before too long. It's not gonna let me just run away, is it?
That ability
Yeah, that was sight very good. I really need to set up macros and keybind. It's really annoying having to click myself.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. That ability isn't ready.
I didn't pick up the quest there. Oh dear.
That ability. I can't do that.
So that's not embarrassing. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick up the quest, and then I'm gonna go back there.
Where do we stand?
With the intelligence you have gathered, we have learned this assault is being led by a powerful Iron Horde orc named Garmac Blade Twist. He is hunkered down inside Orkrillon Hold. Killing him will not win this war, but it will surely break down the Iron Horde's communication. This will buy us valuable time while we gather more forces and outline a battle plan to deal with this new threat. And now we go back. Pro gamer right there. He's looking ugly as shit at the minute. But my plan is to go into Dragon Soul Heroic and get the Warrior and plate gear there. Because that literally looks sick. Okay, so someone's gonna come and help us kill this guy. The only thing I have to do is through shit. plays them. Nice. So yeah, you get a bit of help. Not exactly difficult to kill him anyway. Oh, didn't mean to fall all the way. .8k DPS. It's dreadful. Literally before the patch came in, I was around 70ish, and I was doing that damage. Makes me feel powerful. But I think the stat squish has gone quite well, to be honest, so far. The only problem really is they've made everything easier to kill in Siege Overrun. So it was an honor fighting alongside you.
Walk with the light.
Basically you're going to go to King Varian, and that's it. This is the end, and that's the trinket you get. This one's 520 rather than 515, so it's a little bit more, and you also receive companion. We have slowed the Iron Horde down, but this war is far from over. I'll stay here and continue our efforts to hold back the Iron Horde. The king needs to know what we have accomplished here today, and the threat we face in the future. It's probably best that you report to the king yourself.
Our enemies must fall.
So, gonna go hand this in, get the item. Hopefully that will put me over 500 item level. And you never know, I've got some friends in the guild that might take me for a normal run anyway. Should be good. It's always good to have a guild run, because you can get away with so much more shit than you can. But they've got the pre-made group finder now, which is really, really good. It basically cuts out the crap of raid finder. As long as you've got sort of 515 item level, you can usually go and find yourself. And this is something they brought in with the patch. And then you go raid, Mr. Pandaria, find group or start group, and yeah, you've got normal, heroic, mythic, and they're always looking for people. And you literally press the join group and they'll either accept or decline you. They can see your item level, you can link your achievement, write a comment or something, and hope that they'll accept you or whatever. And yeah, that's it. Bob's your uncle. You can find a group in literally 10-20 seconds if you're lucky. Your request to join their group lasts for 5 minutes. If they haven't replied by then, they're probably killing the boss. And if it's like a Garrosh only run, because many people save just Garrosh, it's probably not worth reapplying. You would expect them to kill it if they're a decent group anyway. Still lagging. I've had horrible frames per second ever since the patch. I'm gonna have to figure out what the problem here is. Might play some Beta Racer tonight, might record it. If not, I'm gonna be playing quite a lot tomorrow, I think, and I will record something. Varian come here.
I am Varian.
This is worse than I imagined. The Iron Horde is proving to be a massive threat to our people. I don't want any more bloodshed, but I fear we are out of options. We need a plan. And that is it. That is the quest line. It's taking me up to 502 item level. Not bad. But yeah, it gives you quite a bit of gear, bit of help if you've just leveled like I have on this character. Really easy, really simple, so just go out there and smash up some Iron Horde. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.